Yes, Reds, we are back. Hope everyone's feeling refreshed. I know I am. No defeats to ruin my weekend. But I have a great panel tonight. We're going to go through tonight Liverpool up to now season review, what Arne Slot potentially changes going forward, and well, the January signings have started talks now, haven't they? The names are coming out. We've got a few to discuss on here, a few little snippets for you, hopefully. But look, Rick, how are we?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Getting ready for the weekend coming up and watching us put a performance in, hopefully.
This is it. Adam, how are we? Not in the wagon?
No, I'm at home today. At home. Yeah, let's get back to talking about the Reds, eh? Nice weekend off, haven't we?
Mo, how are we, lads? All good?
All good in my hood. Not even thought about Liverpool until today, so here you go. So it's been nice having a week off, like.
Well, that's it. I thought we'd, during the international break, look, shout out to some of the comments. Arteta's in the building. I know who this is. Callum, how are we, fella? See Rick's laughing. He knows who Arteta is. Zaid is in the building. And Zach with Semenyo. We'll get on to him later, lads. We'll get on to him in a bit. But look, if you just joined us, smash a like and subscribe. And if you want to become a member, we've got some big shows coming. Lewis Steele's with us tomorrow morning, so keep posted for the details. Zach with the evening, lads. All right, then, look, we'll get into it. I thought during the international break was a good opportunity to get some shows out that we don't get the opportunity to do. We had the play ratings. If you didn't watch it, probably go and watch it because no double figures there. Singular digits along the way. Shout out to Tash. And Gary being very happy as always. Gary's in a good mood tonight.
My burner account.
Yours and Andy's. Yeah, she is. She's with us tomorrow. Lewis Steele in the building with me, Millie, and Ross, whatever he's doing. Don't know. He's probably pissing around and fucking Mackies again. Mo, we'll come to you first. It's not a mid-season yet, but we're a quarter of the way through. It's probably not the season we thought we'd have.
Oh, hell no. I think every season, from my perspective, I always wait till 10, 11 games. And then I think you get a good barometer of where your season may be heading. But bloody hell, I don't want to take this barometer at all, because the way this season's heading after our first 11 games is dire, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we all, a lot of fans thought we turned the corner with Villarreal. I'm here all night. A lot of fans thought we turned the corner, but as you and I
would love to have heard that, wouldn't he?
As you and I have said before, I think Man City was the biggest test, and we fucking flunked that big time. And we've had 2 weeks to sit in this fucking awful situation. Like, the best way to get over one is get under one, or have another one, isn't it? So I want another game. Like.
That's a good way to put it, lad.
You know what I mean, though, isn't it? The best way to get over Man City is to play another team and get over it.
Are we past 9 o'clock? Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, chat, innit? But you know what I mean. So yeah, look, I'm looking forward.
Got ladies in the chat, lads, and you're saying that.
But yeah, to sum it up, I am looking forward to the weekend because I want to see some bounce back ability. Hopefully we get it this weekend.
Rick, it's been up and down. A few people thought we were out the woods. I wasn't too convinced we were out the woods after the Madrid game. The facts are, though, Rick. Look, it's even out, isn't it? Like even wins. What is the record? Does anyone have the record? I forgot to do some fucking notes because I've been busy. How many wins have we got this season compared to defeats? Because there's no draws.
6 wins and 5 losses.
There we go. It's 50-50 near enough, Rick. It's got to improve. I think now was the right time to do a little review, Rick, because the games are winnable.
Yeah. I don't even feel confident with this weekend. It's probably the worst team to play. I know we're at Anfield, but we
Sean
have lost
Dyche
every
as well.
season. Yeah, that's what I mean. Sean Dyche, Forest team. I mean, he'd probably put 10 men behind the ball, like just sit there and be like, "Come on, you can't break these teams down. Come on, break this one down," and it'll be like, "Oh, all right." And then we'll see the same bullshit for 90 minutes, passing the ball around the back, passing it around side to side, and then it'll be like, "Oh yeah, more points." The season's been shocking. I mean, how do you go from spending 450 mil to being 8th in the Premier League after winning the league? We all know my views on Slot this time, but yeah, fuck you out the door, mate. But we'll have to see what happens. I'm not confident.
Good job. We've got a long time in this show, Rick. We're going to go through it all. Aren't we? You're going to be famous tonight, lads.
Therapy session, mate. Therapy session.
We'll need one after this. Adam, you're one of the positive ones. We have arguments.
I'm going to have to, Arne. I'm going to have to bring some positivity. Yeah.
But you know what? The problem is because we won the league last year. It's just massively dropped off, and for Liverpool, it's not acceptable, is it?
No, it's been bitterly disappointing, hasn't it? How happy we was in the summer for signing all them players. You had all these, you were like, we're going to go for the league, Champions League.
I was one of them, fucking not.
Yeah, I was definitely one. Get a treble and everything. And then we started, and obviously we were getting all them last minute winners and all, and I was still like, just start clicking those shoes, start clicking. Fucking hasn't, has it? Just hasn't gone that way at all. So it is, at the minute, 11 games in. Like starting all over again, innit? We've had this international break and now we're going again. Let's try and be positive, whatever. Let's just go again on Saturday and we need a run, don't we?
Well, we do need a run. Look, shout out to Rayan. I hope I'm saying that right, lads. I'm shit with fucking names. But he says Slot's been shocking this season, but he's fully deserved the chance to turn it around. He's a top manager. He showed it last season. He said, I'm really surprised that, to be fair, that the manager who won our second league title in 30 years has fans turning on him in November. It's sad, to be honest. Mo, I think people are getting the mixed reaction towards it. I think people are forgetting Liverpool can't lose the amount of games they have done in a calendar year. Not everyone on here is fully slot out. Maybe a couple are very close. I'll be honest, I struggle to see him turning it round. I'm not seeing evidence at the minute. That's not to say you can't do it, Mo. The facts are, you can't just say to everyone you have fucking bundles amounts of time either. Liverpool, one defeat's bad enough because we win that many games. We're used to winning. We're not used to fucking defeats. And the fact is, when the club spend that much money, Mo, you can't afford defeats anyway.
You can't justify it either.
No, you can't.
Look, we are Liverpool Football Club, and we have standards at the end of the day. And
this is like Millie said, we've got standards.
Yeah, 100%. And every fan should have standards as well, like of wanting to win. And every fan in the summer we raised our standards. Now, you could say Slot was a victim of his own success, which has ultimately brought more pressure on him. If we had this season we're having now, last season, then we will all be understood that, life after Klopp, no problems. We can have an up and down season. But the fact we won a league and then spent 450 million, expectation doubled. So he's had the pressure from being a victim of his own success, more pressure from now spending 450 million, and now fans' expectation levels have gone through the roof, and rightly so. I even thought we were going to challenge and do well. But the way it's gone, it's, you have to. I want to ask Ryan a question. He's like, okay, we'll back him, and I back Slot to turn it around, But let's just say hypothetically, Ryan, if we lose our next 3 games, Forest, PSV, forget PSV because that's Champions League games, Forest, Leeds, and who else is it? West Ham. 9 points we should be getting there. Let's just say we get 2 points from 9 from that.
Fucking hell.
Will you still back him? We might be bottom half of the table. We might be 6 points off 4th place. When is it? When's the line for you, Ray? And that's what I would ask the chat. And I want Slot to turn it around, and I hope he does. But in my mind, he's got to win the next 4 or 5 games to bring that fan back on his side. I
think like what Ryan is saying as well. He's not sure he turns it round, but he thinks he deserves the opportunity, Rick, to try and do so. I think we can all agree that, you know what I mean?
We could all agree that, yeah.
Yeah. You know, I want to bring this one up. Slot is a top manager. He showed it last year. The problem that I have with comments like this is nothing to you, Ryan, but ultimately, he didn't have much changes to do with regards to personnel. The personnel's changed this year, and you know, you can't just say everyone's a top manager when they win a trophy. Of course, he's a top manager anyway, Slot. He wouldn't be in the Liverpool job if they didn't think he was a top manager. But I think, Rick, you're judged as a top manager when you come out of a shitstorm.
Yeah, and if we're being honest, and we're biased towards it, we were shit last season in stages. Like, the football weren't good last season. I think up to what? January, February, up to the PSG game. We got up to the PSG game. After that, it just all went downhill. Like, I've got mates who were like, oh, Liverpool was so good at the start of the season last year, middle of the season, and we got to a stage, like even Man United fans who I've got mates of, they were like, yeah, he looks a top coach. You've done well to get him off the club.
Yeah.
And then we hit PSG, and it's like, fucking hell, he lost confidence in himself. And he's now took that into this season because the league was done by what? March, April, it was done. So then we've gone to this season, we thought, all right, we'll reset it. We'll go again. We spent a lot of money. I've seen a comment in there, Richard Hughes has got to take some blame. For what? What's Richard Hughes done wrong? The geezer bought him some top players. What else could Richard Hughes do?
You know, his job will have been to identify top talent and get the tiers over the line. He's, you know, it's not just him who named all the players to buy, is it?
But then, like someone's pointing in there, February wasn't great to be honest, by City. It wasn't. But I don't think he turns it round because I don't think he knows what he's doing. You see in certain games the changes he makes, the tweaks. At certain stages, we have 6 people up top with Van Dijk and Konate sitting on their own at the halfway line. Like that's not to me, that's not a manager that knows what he's doing. He's tactically naive. Pep scored him. Let's be honest. Pep's absolutely scored him in that game.
Sorry, go on.
I don't think he turns it round.
I can understand that. I can understand it. You know, I can understand people's views that I know people are going to say they back him. Of course, we always back them. Do you know what I mean? But I can understand. I'm one of them who's got doubts about him turning it around because I've only seen things when they're good with Slot. I've not seen how he reacts to things that go bad, and I think this year he's acted poorly through them. Adam, I want to bring this comment up here. It's Slot to blame for the summer, though. Hughes and Edwards, the recruitment team, but brought the wrong fullbacks, in my opinion. Didn't sound Marquet. Let Diaz go. Slot loved Diaz. Sure, he wanted to keep him. Where do you stand with that?
He's half right. I think he's half right.
The problem is that people can't just blame the recruitment team because it's not working. You know.
No.
That's an easy excuse, isn't it?
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. But I do think that replacing Diaz has come back to bite us on the arse, like, and obviously Mark and Gay as well. But I don't think he tried to get him, and Crystal Palace played hardball, didn't he? So it is what it is. But the Diaz one is a big one, I'd say. That when they're looking at the team, planning the squad out, I don't know where they were looking of who presses at the front.
Yeah.
They got rid of 2 pressers in Núñez and Diaz. They're planning that squad out, Edwards and Hughes. Surely they have to see that we had no fucking pressers up front.
And rest in peace, Jota as well. He was a press monster as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Núñez, did you mention Núñez then?
Yeah, I did, yeah. Because he was a big factor, wasn't he, as well? He was shite, like, but he ran his ass off.
He started the press, didn't he? And that, you know, that flows through the.
Fucking made us depressed. Fuck me.
So, like, I can see some of his point of Hughes maybe looks back now and thinks, now why didn't I get Semenyo in the summer or whatever? But you can't put it all on Hughes and Edwards, definitely not. Because the fullbacks are right if you play the right way. So,
they've not just been hand plucked out of a fucking hat. These players, mate. You know what I mean? There's, you know, I do think there's a few people within the club questioning things that's gone on this season. They have to be. Do you know what I mean? They've provided top talent. If I would have said to you after Isak signed and everyone in the chat at Liverpool after 11 games in the fucking 17th of November that they'd be 8th in the league, you'd all go, shut the fuck up, lads. Do you know what I mean? I think that's the God's honest truth. I want to just go to this. Ryan's saying, he mentioned saying to Millie, some of the games where we'd won after the league, though, 2 draws and 2 defeats. That's after the league, and that's not including the Community Shield either. Do you know what I mean? So the form's got to change. If the form doesn't change, well, there's going to be big problems at Anfield for him. We know he should be winning the home games. God help him if he doesn't win the home games, Mo. Do you know what I mean? Because them fucking away games are tough at the minute. They shouldn't be. But the facts are, I think he's struggling to get a tune out of some of the players in the big games away from home.
Well, he's struggling to get a tune out of the players full stop. And this is where you got to, I'm not picking on Rayan, but he's saying last year Slot was amazing. Yes, I'm not picking on you at all. But
Rayan's getting it.
Yeah, he's getting it tonight. Look, let's be honest, yeah.
He doesn't think he'll turn it around, but he backs him.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Everyone says that Klopp left a very good squad for him, which he did, okay? And you still got to pick the team and you still got to set out the tactics. I'll give him credit for that. And what I noticed last year, biggest thing from Slot, is mid-game, first half we were really poor. Mid-game, half-time, he'll come out and little tweaks he made, okay? Fair enough. He ran with that squad. We won the league. Amazing. And I'll give him credit to that. And he's got a lot of credit in the bank for that. This year, he's implementing his tactics. Not last year. This year, he's doing his tactics, his style of football, his players, allegedly. And what's happened? We've fallen off a cliff. So we have to call a spade, like. How can you not get a tune out of Isak, Wirtz, Ekitike? Look at the attacking talent and the midfield talent we have. How can you not get a tune out of that? Like, how can you come out and say that you don't know how to counteract long balls or defend? I'm stumped. I don't know what to do. Yeah. Why are you saying shit like that for? So, you've got to question there's some holes in his managerial style or his coaching style, and we don't even know what our style is. That's the most worrying thing. Nobody can tell us what a Liverpool team plays like and what Saturday's going to bring us. Is it Saturday or Sunday? Saturday is going to bring it. It's like toss a coin. It's like box of chocolates, Forrest Gump with us. You don't know what you're going to get like. You mean? So, yeah, in response to the couple of chat comments, that's what I reckon.
No, I think Nikolai's saying that Isak's been unavailable. So how do you get a tune out of him? But no, he was available, though, Rick, wasn't he? The problem is when he's bringing new players in, I think the way that our team ended the season and the way they carried on in the summer, for all the new players, it was going to be difficult getting stuck in. I don't think Liverpool have looked great. And the only game that really looked properly 90 minutes is the decent across the 90 minutes is the Real Madrid game for me. I think there was moments in the Villa game where there was a bit flat. Because it didn't really test them out much, did we?
No, and to put Isak's been unavailable. He's played some games for Liverpool. And to get a tune out of him, you put the £116 million man behind him.
That's where people are going to get fucked off going forward even more so, Rick, if these players aren't playing.
Are they the same person? Because they've barely ever been on the pitch together. You spent that amount of money, they've both got to play. And I guarantee you, when you play Wirtz and Isak together, you will see the best of both of them because they're both world-class football players. Like, Isak is the second best striker in the Prem behind Haaland. I mean, he's probably a better all-round striker than Haaland in terms of football ability, but to not have him and Wirtz on the same pitch is criminal. I don't know what his mind behind that is. It's the same with Ekitike. You've got to get these three players on the pitch together. Like, we see the thing with Ekitike and Wirtz. They've got the build-up play. They've done it. You looked at it in the Community Shield against Palace. You see it there. But I just think he don't know his best 11. He don't know what he wants to do formation-wise. I think he wants to change it, but he can't because certain aspects of we haven't got another centre-half to do it. But it's got to change. Like Mo said, to say that we ain't got nothing to counteract long balls and long throw-in set pieces. Why would you let every manager in the Prem know that? You're just setting teams up like Sean Dyche's Forest, the Brentford team, and all these teams to come and do the same exact tactic, knowing we can't defend against it. But like I said, people saying after the international break, we start fresh, let's go again, it'll improve. So we'll have to see, won't we?
Yeah, no. I don't know. The lads make good points. Everyone in the comments, Millie's got one here. Isak would be far better stats-wise if he was getting the service. Without Wirtz, I feel it doesn't happen. I think even Wirtz, mate, they've got to start doing him a favour. Because you know, we've said this privately. We can't spend all this money on top
Not
players.
just Wirtz as well. Like, sorry to interrupt. I think our wing backs as well. We don't put far as much crosses into the box as we should be doing. Last season, Isak, most of his goals came from Newcastle putting balls in the box and he picking up the second ball and banging it in and one touch bang.
Yeah.
We don't put far enough balls in the box. We try to go too central, which is fine because we got Wirtz as the playmaker for the central, but he's not playing Wirtz and Isak together, so it doesn't fit together.
I thought they looked good though when Wirtz and Isak played in like that Atletico game.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah. Look, this is going forward now, Adam. If he gets the right personnel on, I think it could make a change. Good players should just come out on top regardless, shouldn't he?
Yeah, when Rick was talking then, I was a bit like, we keep going around circles, how do we get them all in the side? And I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm half struggling to get them all on the side though as well. Because you can't
strange bunch, isn't it, to get them on the pitch?
You can't drop Dom. You can't drop Gravenberch and fucking.
I think Jones needs to start me, lad.
Well, either way, you've got to play free in midfield, aren't you? So where's Virg starting? Where's Ekatike starting? And then you've got the big conundrum of Salah, which is never going to happen. He's not going to drop him, is he?
Well, Ekatike's going on the left, surely, because Gakpo, for me, has been shocking.
Where's Virg play then?
Well, I'm taking McAllister, and McAllister's been absolutely dog shit all season.
The thing is, though, the problem is, I just think you're just ruining Wirtz's game if you're bringing him as a number 8, aren't you?
Well, you put on Dom deeper, aren't you?
Unless you do a formation change, there's no way you can fit him all in.
That's it. It's not going to happen, though, is it? He's not going to.
I'll be honest.
I've been personally crying out for the diamond. You've heard me, innit? I want a diamond.
Yeah.
I don't think he's doing that with Mo Salah there, lad.
No, that's it. Mo Salah needs to go to AFCON.
I was going to say, until AFCON comes, that's the only time we'll see a formation change.
Yeah, and that is the big thing. He needs to make big decisions, and that's what we're all saying, innit? Like, he needs to show that he's a Liverpool manager because they're the big decisions. Go on, lad.
Because I don't think he will. But do you think he'll start Wirtz on Saturday?
No.
I don't think he will, mate.
I don't think he will either. I think he'll be a pussy.
He'll use an excuse that he's played 2 games midweek for Germany.
McAllister might not play.
Is he away with RGs?
Yeah.
I think he's been playing shit, hasn't he?
He's been playing shit all season. Well.
Yeah. He needs to look the fact that he needs to take him out the shots. He needs to give him a little breather. You know, if this form carries on, Liverpool have got a decision to make. On him. I personally think in the summer one of them goes out the midfield 3. I think it's likely Macher, personally. Tom's going to sign a new deal. Grab will as well. I just don't know what's the situation with Macher, personally. Thing is, Adam, you can't just offer contracts to players that just aren't playing well, can you?
Yeah, exactly. Don't deserve them.
But this is it. Go through some of the comments. Someone's giving me credits of F off everyone else on this panel. If you played 10 for Liverpool, your Salah's running man, but it shouldn't play 10 for us right now. This is the problem. Liverpool have got a fucking big task on their hands, keeping these players happy. And this is where I think the manager, Mo, is going to be really tested out with the players. Every one of them expects to play. There's only fucking 10 outfield players, you know what I mean? I think the one good thing for the manager, though, Alisson's coming back into it. Because I think Liverpool have struggled to get used to the fucking footwork of Mamardashvili.
Well, is he back this weekend, Ali?
He's been training the other day, yeah. And properly this week, yeah.
It's disrespect. I can't even say the fucking word. But, you know, with that sort of word, that's the one, lad.
No, but we keep giving the fucking ball onto his weak foot.
Even that as well, but like when he's doing little fucking rolls out to like the centre mid, but with Alisson he goes fucking long and gets us up the pitch.
Just need to twat it up sometimes, don't you?
And plus, as well as Mama has done well in patches, there's certain goals he's let in where you know Alisson's saving them as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Brentford game sticks out.
Yeah.
Like for instance, you know their first goal. Why isn't he twatting it up the pitch? But he boots it out just right by our side. They fucking score off that. But I do think he's been quite good. I think he's a great shot stopper, Mo.
Brilliant shot stopper. He just needs to improve. To be fair, his distribution the other game I thought was okay. But that'll come. The more and more he plays, the more and more he'll get better. You know?
Yeah, but it would help if he's not being fucking bombarded for 90 minutes because we can't defend.
But that's it. Like, that's the only other problem. The only thing I was a bit disappointed on corners against Brentford, he was a bit of a wuss, like, do you mean? The size he is, he needs to be more commanding, like, you mean? But yeah, it'll come. So if I look, Ali's back. That gives.
Alisson's still the best keeper in the world, and he so
Oh, 100%. 100%.
How long is he back for, though?
That will boost.
A week.
Well, Ali being back will hopefully boost Ibu and VVD, because they know someone behind them, you can trust. So,
I don't know if he'll start the Forest game, but I mean, if it's the next game, it is what it is. I think he'll start the PSV game.
With Ali.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
But, it's just one of them. Rick, we'll move into the next segment then. What does Arne Slot need to change? What can you see him? You're going to have our fucking viewers kicking off in a minute, Rick. No, but look, he's not going anywhere just yet. Rick. Let's come back to it. What do you think he will change? It's certainly not his barber, is it?
Yeah, and his barber, mate. Me and him got the same one. I just think he's got to grow a pair of balls, if I'm honest, and take certain players out the lineup and go for it a little bit more in games. We're tending to sit off teams and let them attack us to try and counter-attack.
I'd only say he's done that against City. He hasn't done that in the games. I think that's how he's been getting beat, because he's been lashing fucking 7 players up front. So,
yeah,
he's overcompensating, isn't he?
Yeah. But I think you take Salah at this team. Listen, everyone loves Salah. Salah's a legend of the club. He'll go down as top 3 of all time ever. But there's times football don't wait for no man.
Yeah.
No.
And
the young lad's game now, isn't it?
Yeah, like it's mad considering the stats Salah got last season and how quickly he's been caught up this season from last season. He's got to come out, and you just got to go with the players that I say in form. The only one that's in form is Szoboszlai, but you just got to go with the better players at the minute. And I think you've got to get Ekitike, you've got to get Isak, you've got to get Wirtz in the same team. He needs to stop treating Kerkez as a centre half, because Kerkez is not a centre half. You need to let him do what he done. Why he was the best left back in the league last season under Bournemouth. Let him go down that left hand side, put the ball in the box, because Isak will love that. When that ball comes flying in the penalty area, that's who you want there to put the ball in the back of the net. So he just needs to go with a slight personnel change and tweak it a little bit and stop this standing on the ball with Konate on top of it, waiting to pass to someone, because that needs to go. It needs to be fast build up.
It is. I think where we've got to go, Adam, I'm seeing is Dan's full fitness. I think we're really scraping a barrel here, Gary, don't you?
They've got 120 million fucking striker there.
Gary hates him. Gary's fucking got his face on the dartboard.
Oh, yeah, he does actually, for that one.
But Adam, look, let's quickly go through, because this is what is the manager going to change? I think one thing he needs to change, Adam, is playing players who are in form. Who would you say is in form? Because off the top of my head, I'd say Curtis Jones is in form, regardless of his little injury. I think Hazen is in form, but he probably won't start. But he's got to be getting more minutes. Szoboszlai. I think Robbo's in form.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't great the other day. I don't think he should have come off against City.
Who, Robbo?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 4 games now in a row.
Yeah. 4 games, I get that. But I mean, I thought he came off really early. Wasn't it about the 65th minute he came off?
Might have been, lad.
I'm sure it's later than that.
I switched off by then, I think.
Yeah. Flash the telly in the fucking back.
I'd say Bradley is. I think Bradley is.
Bradley's looked a lot better recently, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Anyone else in the midfield?
I think Grav played terrible against City, but he's been all right all season.
56th minute he came off.
Who, Robbo?
Yeah.
Was he? Yeah.
This is what I mean. I think that's too early for him.
Maybe 2. Yeah.
He shut the bed, didn't he, Slot? So
he did. That sub sums it up, doesn't it? That City game. Why the fuck would you bring him off there and then Ekitike on 60, Adam?
Just and go and have no strikers up front.
Yeah.
You don't go into a gunfight with no bullets, do you?
The mind boggles.
That's it. There's no answer for that. Literally, speechless for that one.
What the changes would you do if you were the manager, Adam?
Just ask me for the team.
Any change of formation? Any personnel?
Do
you want to go to bed? Look like you want to go to bed.
Yeah, I would. I don't know, because, well, I think Isak should start, but that way.
Yeah.
Isak should be starting on
Do you play the both of them?
Yeah, I want to play both of them. I just don't know I'm going to get Verts inside. I really don't.
Would you go with the 4-3-1-2 and keep Salah out?
And keep Salah out and bring Salah on if last half an hour or so, yeah. Maybe.
Or if I offered you this now, that Ekitike and Isak will start, but with Salah and Wirtz will come off the bench, would you take that?
Maybe. Maybe. Now, do you know what I'd go with? Go on. Right. Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Wirtz, and then I'd go with fucking Ekitike, Isak and Salah. That's what I'd do. And then that's it. Go with that.
Yeah,
I'm getting them all on the pitch. And I think we'll have all the ball as well. They're going to sit back, aren't they? So at least Dom will get on the ball deeper. And then hopefully you start feeding fucking Verts. And then we've got Ekitike, Salah and Isak on the pitch. Surely we've got to score goals with them on the pitch. Yeah,
I think one thing's for sure, Mo, is that Liverpool have got to be able to retrieve the ball off the defenders quicker in the game coming up. You've got to have I think Jones has to start playing personally. That's just my opinion. I think he's one of the best players at going to receive the ball off the centre halves. I don't really think Grav likes doing it. Do you know what I mean? I think with Gravenberch's position this season, he's a bit. Well, he's fucking told everyone he's a free role midfielder now. Yeah. What's your thoughts with regards to personnel? Do you think you've got to start playing now Ekitike and Isak?
100%. And like Ricky says, he's got to grow a pair of Tuchels, Thomas Tuchel. He gave Bellingham, he took Bellingham off to tip no shit. I'm the manager, you do what I say. He might have to do the same with Mo. And look, there's ways to get two people up front. There's different formations you can do. You can do 5-3-2, you can do 4-4-2 diamond. You just got to try one out, man, and stop being a pussy. And this could be a good game to try it out because an Ange Forest would come and attack us and we'd batter them. But a Dyche Forest will sit back and pump long balls, go for corners. So we're going to have a lot of a ball. We don't necessarily need 3 solid midfielders. We can do with Dom and Grav and have Wirtz in that midfield, I think, against Forest. Ekitike, Isak, and then Mo. That works for me. You could even change it up and go 4-4-2 diamond. But, I'm never going to see that in my lifetime, even though I want to see it. But I think he just needs to be a bit braver with his decisions. And look, we're going to see a lot of a ball against Forest, I think. They're going to sit back and we're going to have to try and break them down. So that should allow us to have why we got Wirtz in. Wirtz was the key to unlock defenses. So we need to start playing him. And this is the future. What people have to understand, Wirtz, Ekitike, Isak, that's our future, man. Throw in some menu and probably another attacker in the mix. That's our future. So we need to start playing it. We need to see what it looks like,
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? Because we both players where they're all. It does look a bit disjointed, Rick. The facts are, look, we've got top quality players. That's Gary Tico saying here. Isak has to start starting games for us, and I think that's the thing. You've got to start getting them on the pitch. I think Ekitike's looked great for France. He looks a serious player. Right, Ryan's having a moment now. Hughes out.
Wow.
Rick, what do you make of this one? Hughes out. Is this your burner as well, Rick?
I've got a few burners in the chat by the look of it. Someone wanted Gravenberch out as well. Jeez.
That's Adam.
Yeah.
That's not. There we go.
Edwards agreed to use that deal. No, we never, for one. Brought the wrong fullbacks. No, we never, because the way we played last season, we weren't inverting a left back to centre half. Hughes never overpaid for Wirtz. Let's be honest. Wirtz is the best potential young number 10 in world football, and we got him ahead of Bayern Munich, ahead of Man City. Maybe Real Madrid were looking at him as well. He never overpaid for him. If you want these top, I don't get these Liverpool fans they moan when we don't spend money. They moan when we spend money. What do you want? Do you want the best players at the club? Because he's one of the best players in the world after that season for Leverkusen. So what do you want? Do you want him to go to Man City and tear it up? It's not Virtu's fault that the manager does not know how to get the best out of them. And blown over by the wind. Look at the players that are in this Premier League. You've got Bernardo Silva, who's that type of player. When he first come, he adjusted. It's like, come on, like we're shit at the minute, but once it gets sorted and someone comes in that knows how to get the best out of these players, would be sweet.
Adam, in football, people don't really have patience, do they? I think that's part of the problem. So read some of the, Ryan's comments.
Ryan clearly hasn't.
Yeah, no, he's got no patience, but he wants to give the manager time. That's
love your comments, lad. Keep going.
Yeah, no.
I keep going. Bye, John.
But this one, I'll go through other people's in a minute. But this one, Adam, did we need Wirtz though?
I personally did think we did last season. I thought we did. So I thought we needed more goals from midfield. I thought Szoboszlai wasn't given that last season. Yeah, he's hard worker and all that. I get all that, but he wasn't scoring enough goals for me. So I thought this was going to be a nice, easy swap, basically.
Yeah.
But Szoboszlai's been brilliant this season. I've got to give him all that. You know what I mean? But I thought, we needed a number 10 who can score goals and get assists, and we'd be absolutely fine. To be fair. But at the end of the day, it's taken them longer to adjust, and it is what it is. But Wirtz has got to start playing home games. I think that we need to start doing that.
Confidence will build from that, Adam.
Home games are more important to start Wirtz, I think, now, until he starts getting adjusting to the physical side. But we need the top player like Wirtz. Yeah, of course we did.
Adam, do you know, on the midfielder topic, I think, do you know what, we'll move into this now. Ivan, lad, do you know what? I'll give you the link. Come on here with us, lad. I want to hear your fucking thoughts, lads. Yeah. The problem is, like, everyone's quick to judge the new players, but then they can't moan at not judging the manager then. Do you know what I mean? I think you've got to, everyone is on the level play. Just when you win things, so people are hammering Maka, but they can't hammer the manager. They won the fucking league together last year. And I think it's very difficult for new players to go into the team. Ryan saying here, I'll go to Nikolai. Sorry. Dicko said, nobody can blame the owners. Hughes, we invested massively. Only a bad thing was it didn't get Gay. That's the thing. And I think he was going to be one of the build-up players this season. Nikolai Shea Wirtz will become a great player, but the balance behind him is key. I think this is what we've had, Mo. You've got to have a bit more of a warrior behind him. Do you know what I mean? And not fucking Enzo, for instance. Ryan saying Kirkes is really poor, by the way. Really poor. He doesn't
that's unfair, man.
I just don't get this. I mean, Cuddy's had the fucking a bad run of form at Liverpool. Laddie was in the best 11 of the Premier League last year.
He's not like Ricky said. He's not being played how he should be played. Kirkes inverts as a third centre back for us. When has he ever done that for Bournemouth or even Hungary? Come on, man.
He is flying down the pitch, lad.
And if we say to him, your job is to maraud up and down that wing, defend, get crosses in, then you'll see a brilliant Kirkes. But he's been told something else, clearly.
I don't mind the comment of Ryan or whatever his name is. But give us someone then you would have bought then. You can't just...
for your fullbacks.
You can't just throw stuff out. I can't accept stuff like that. You need to give me...
I will say this, with regards to the right back, I think Liverpool fucked up not going ahead with the Timber deal.
A couple of seasons ago, that one,
Doesn't matter. They knew Trent was fucking going. Make no mistake about it.
But we've been negligent.
I think he's the best one in the league at the minute. That Timber for Arsenal.
We've been a bit negligent on our defenders anyway. We have the last defender we bought was Konate, bar Leone last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what? We have these little positions whereby we leave them fucking till the last minutes. I've always felt the same with the number 6.
Yeah.
It's a position where when we bought Thiago in, before that we were like, where's our fucking midfielders? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Thiago came in and I think they need that type of player now, to be honest. Thiago in this team would fucking massively thrive. Imagine him in the McAllister role. Fuck me. Liverpool be a different animal getting him on the ball. All right, then. Well, let's go into... I'll go through some of the comments quickly before we go into some of the transfer links. Mo saying, how do we get Wirtz, Isak and Ekatike? Salah were playing last season's midfield. Total Eclipse, big up the lads. He said, this manager's made players look more poor than they really are by playing them completely wrong. I think that's probably one of the things. Oh, Rick, he's coming
Mate,
through.
I see
man.
this comment. It's absolutely
Hey,
nonsense.
I knew you'd kick off.
Yeah, like Kirkins has been shit, and I've been
Ding,
banging
ding,
this
ding.
on all season. He's been shit, but the reason he's been shit is because you've got a bald fraud on the touchline who's trying to turn him into a third centre back. If you play him as what he is, a left wing back, up and down that left hand side like he was for Bournemouth, you'll see a top player in there. But that's why I said he's been shit, because he's being used as Andy Robertson's the third centre half. Like,
I think Robbo though has been amazing this
no,
season.
Robbo has, but Robbo's
Brilliant.
used to playing that third centre back. Kirkins
I
is not.
also do think, though, I do agree, totally agree with you, but I also do think on the ball he's been poor. He's Kirkers.
But look who he's got in front of him.
It doesn't matter. I mean, like the fact of like he just rushes.
Players should be able to pass the ball.
No,
out,
that is right. Mo's right, and you are right. On the ball, he has got a rush.
He has been poor on the ball. I do agree with the three centre half thing. I really do. But on the ball, that's where I'm gonna judge him, that he's been fucking poor.
But why do these players go away with their international clubs and look like well beaters?
Because it's nice and slow. It's nice and slow.
And the teams are shit.
Kirkins is not nice and slow for Hungary. He's up and down that wing all day every day.
The football is nice and slow. Like everyone's saying,
Do you know what? It's all right. I think where Kirkers lets himself down is on the little important passes that he can't afford to fuck up. He fucks them ones up. It's all well and good whipping a ball into the box. Fucking.
Yeah, but there's no movement, lad. We have no movement. The players just stand. You see Konate.
Well, he's just not getting up there anyway, is
no,
he?
but you see Konate standing on top of the ball because no one moves.
Yeah.
You got to understand he's young as well. Like Robbo was Kirkers when he joined. Let's not forget that.
No,
Robbo, 21.
I think he'll come good. But he hasn't been great, has he? Let's be honest.
No, I think he's just saying looks overwhelmed. Please give it time, Robbo.
Yeah, exactly.
This is it. You can't judge. The fucking whole team is garbage at the minute.
Yeah.
Let's fucking cut the bollocks. Yeah. We're fucking garbage at the minute. None of them really are worthy.
Every player for a man has been shit.
That's another thing as well. All these new players have come in, and all the players who've been there have been crap as well. So imagine going to a side when everyone's in bad form. You're all going to look crap, aren't you? So that is another thing as well.
See, I just don't get this sign of
Kirkers. But then say who you're going to sign instead then.
It's all well and good saying shit like that, lad. Come up with names then.
And realistic names, not Dumfries, because we wouldn't have gotten them.
See, this is the truth. I agree with Mark. He will come good. Isn't this the whole point of having a great other fucking left back as well?
Yeah.
So if one's playing shit, the other one can come in and do a job.
Rotation. Exactly.
This is it. I just think the problem is the manager's fucking rotated far too much.
Yeah.
You know, he's done. I've never seen Liverpool make that many changes. Adam, privately, we've gone. How many fucking subs is he making?
I know, yeah. You need to stop that.
So, yeah, saying now imagine joining a new side with a big figure type. Like, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't help. You know, the new lads are trying to pick the older lads up, aren't they? But, you know, Liverpool's poor form had started before that incident happened anyway. Do you know what I mean? Got a few good comments coming in here. Oh, he's coming for you, Rick.
Oh, yeah.
He's fucking fuming.
Mark, on the show, mate. Come on, Mark. Get on, mate. Someone says
ding, ding, fucking ding.
Franklin's a joke. Like, listen, I'll still stick back.
Oh, here we go.
Get off of TikTok and doing shitty little videos dancing around in the fucking changing room. Get yourself
in the gym. An overhead in the Champions League final, Rick. You're going to be running around.
Yeah, I'll run off with my top off. I'll go streaming my top off running around. But get in the gym and start building yourself up to get fit and stop doing these shitty little videos.
Mark, you can fucking wait, lads. You wouldn't come on the other day, my friends. You can sit in the comments for a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Been getting beat.
In there. Fucking hell. Right then. We're going to the transfer talk. Right then. Big news today's coming out with regards to, let me get it up, where is Al David? Little fucking big David Orstein. Little big. I don't fucking speak from that. Yeah, then so Ornstein's tweet was Bournemouth maybe powerless to prevent Semenyo sale in January. Contract includes 65 million release clause available to all clubs, but must be triggered by a set date so Bournemouth gets time to replace. Applies again in summer at a lower price. I think that's positive news, Mo. What do you think?
Yeah, man, buzzing. I mean, we need defenders, but hey, let's get more attackers. So look, I'm all for it because we all agree that we didn't really replace Diaz, and the club trying to push the Rio narrative. We didn't buy Diaz because it'll block Rio's progression. Well, Rio hasn't had any minutes. So, you need to progress him if that's the case. So get some menu in, and look, everyone thinks he's for the left. This brother can play both, man. He's ambidextrous, he can use both feet. So he can be on the left, right, and look, give him the option. He probably can go play up front as well, I reckon. He's big, strong. He can probably hold the ball up as well. So it ticks a lot of boxes. Are you concerned about the fee, guys? Mooted 65? Is that a bit steep?
Not my money.
Right, fair enough. Yeah, it's true. Not my money.
It's like
Diaz
out, Semenyo in, really, isn't it?
Who out Semenyo in?
Well, Luis Diaz was 65 mil.
Yeah. Would you tempt him, get Elliot back, stop that move to Villa and say...
I'd bring Elliot back.
He's coming back, and he's not getting that Villa move.
Yeah, but what I say, would you offer him to Bournemouth and say, you are Elliot, 30 million, Semenyo, happy days?
Yeah.
I think
there's no break clause,
abroad, mate. I think he needs to go abroad. I don't think the Premier League's... I don't think he's good enough for the Premier League, man.
It's too quick.
Yeah, and he just runs like he's shit his pants, doesn't he?
I don't think he's good enough, but I wouldn't mind him come off the bench the last 20 though instead of fucking whoever.
Because he's a true Liverpool fan, isn't he? He's going to give his all. That's what we like as fans. That's all we want to see. We want players to bust the gut for us, and we haven't been seeing that. Like, you should be proud wearing that red shirt. We would all give an arm and leg just for 90 minutes in that red shirt, and a cop singing your name. These players get the privilege to do that, But lately, in some games, I haven't seen that work ethic. I haven't seen commitment. I haven't seen sweat for that badge. And that's what pisses me off. Run, work hard, for your team. But we're not seeing it. And that ultimately comes from the manager. You got to point fingers on the manager because they're not working for him. Or they should be working for themselves anyway. But anyway, I'm going to go off on it.
Tico saying we're going full Newcastle under Keegan and all that's that, no defending. Rick, 65 million is cheap. Nicky is saying I reckon he would be 75 million plus. That was one of the reasons why he didn't come to Liverpool in the summer. It was the fee. 80 million they were wanting apparently. I think 65 million in the grand scheme of things, Rick, is a good price for him.
Yeah, I think for what the prices are going around now in the transfer market, it costs you like 50, 55 million for a bang average player. So
what did fucking Alanga move for, Rick?
Yeah, 50 to 55 he went for. But like Mark's put there, I think 65 would be my max for him. I wouldn't go above it. If that release clause is true, then I can see us doing it. But yeah, I wouldn't go above.
That's what they wanted, but Mark, go and ask Jed.
65 on the old Klarna. Job done.
Yeah.
Here's
another player for you to ruin. Here you go.
Rick is in fucking...
Tell us how you feel, Rick.
Tell us how you really feel. He's ready to call Mark like a fucking twat and everything, isn't he? Adam, 65 million, good deal.
Yeah, I'd take him all day, mate. Yeah, it's brilliant. And we need pace. We're desperate for pace. So,
One thing he does, Mark, Adam, is he works hard.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. I just want someone to carry the ball for us, please. Because that's what we're missing. That's what we're missing.
We just carry the ball and put it out to play. That seems to be our fucking game plan.
Yeah, we got no water boys, have we?
No.
No, I think this is a player that's ready to take the next step, Mo, and really progress. I think he's got a great strike in both feet, as you've just said. I think he's got a good record. He scored 7 league goals.
Yeah, 6 goals and 3 assists. That's what I was looking at then.
I think he'd be a serious player. I think he's going to replace Salah at this rate, Mo.
Yeah, he's big, he's strong. He's the closest thing probably to a Mane regen, that we'll probably see.
Mane was a bit more relentless, but I mean, how the fuck do you get close to Sadio Mane, lads? He was one of the
best. That's the thing. You're not going to get anywhere close, but he's got the attributes to provide similar to what Mane provided.
Yeah.
He's a good attacker. He's got a good feet on him.
Do my head in. He's fucking winding me up, this stupid cunt. Sorry about my language, but he's fucking pissed me off him. Sorry, Mo, carry on.
No, I'm just saying, look, you got to look at his attributes, what he brings, and what he's proven in the Prem over the last 2 seasons. He's strong. He's athletic. He rarely gets injured. That's what I've noticed. He's got durability about him. He can play multiple positions. He'll be a very, very good addition to the squad and to the first 11 when he plays. So, I'm all for it if it happens, of course. No problem.
as he's saying here, Rick, Gary's saying Liverpool need pace and power. I think
100%.
he brings that. Works hard, in every game, he's all over the pitch for them. I remember my granddad saying it to me fucking ages ago. He's like, who's that player there? And I said it was Semenyo, because he was constantly getting back and getting stuck in. And I think Liverpool will take him to a different stratosphere of quality within his game, Rick.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing well on my fantasy team, so if you keep getting them points when he comes to us, I'll be all right. But no, look, he's quick, he's direct. He's not easy to take off the ball either. And he does score some goals and gets assists. So, yeah, I think it'll be a decent move, but like you said, the price needs to be the price, 65, the max what I'd go. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see where we play him.
Do you think it's January or the summer, Ben?
I think it's a Luis Diaz moment. I think they'd like the summer, but they may not get to the summer, Adam.
Because other teams have gone forward for him.
Yeah. But you think about it, Liverpool would have bought Luis Diaz in the summer, but they had to move in January because Spurs had the deal agreed, didn't he? The next day, Liverpool went bang, he's ours.
So two in Jan. Is it Semenyo and Gay in Jan?
I think one, but I mean...
100 million in Jan.
Do you know what? It may be 100 million in Jan, but it's the signings that are going to be coming in regardless, isn't it? Now, would you want them? I'd rather have them fucking straight away, personally, because it gives them a year to fucking bed in and start learning to give the ball away. Do you know what I mean?
We probably know about Ibu's situation by then as well. So if he is going, we've got, sack him off to the bench and start playing Gay then, isn't it?
Yeah, he said recently, didn't he, that he's going to make a decision.
He said, at least he's going to let us know this time.
I personally think they have to do something. They've got to lift the spirits within the club. The fans aren't too happy. And if they can get them done, they'll try, won't they? I personally believe. I think with Semenyo, though, he's probably the more likely one at the minute. But the fact this is coming out, that's coming out because they're probably, I think Bournemouth are trying to get a little bit of a fucking bidding thing going, aren't they? I know there's a release clause, but it may be down to the terms of the deal. I don't know if it's a straight up deal. I don't think anyone knows that yet, but they'll want the best money they can. It looks like a cut-off point, Adam. And if anything, that's only a good thing for Liverpool. That means they'll get him in early. Yeah,
it shows, doesn't it? But maybe we was looking at a left winger at Diaz replacement in the summer, but before we'll wait till Jan, get to January. Hopefully we're doing quite well, but we're not, and then we just go bang. There you go, there's Semenyo, like we did with Diaz, and as you say, we did it with Gakpo as well that year as well, didn't we? So I'm made up that we're looking at that type of player anyway, because we do definitely need it. Lads.
Me too. I want to move on to Mark Gay, Mo. For me, I think he's the perfect player to come in for Liverpool. I personally, I'm going to wind Mark up again, but I don't know why he doesn't agree, but he's to their own. I think he'll start left back, me, and then as Liverpool move up the pitch, he'll slot into the back three. I think Liverpool want to have more bodies around the midfield area to complement the attack. But I think he could be one of the shrewdest. I remember saying it on the Red Room when we were on it ages ago. I said, for me, he reminds me of a 2.0 Joe Gomez. Not obviously that he's made out of fucking paper, but I think when Joe Gomez was on his fucking day for Liverpool over the years, he was fucking brilliant. Yeah. Probably one of England's best centre-halves if he stayed for Mo. And I just think he'll be massive to Liverpool when they get that deal done.
Hopefully it gets done because, like you said, I do agree with you. I think he's a fitter version of Joe Gomez, It's a shame that Joe Gomez is made out of paper mache. But like his injury record is solid. Gay, his passing is so underrated. I generally think people sleep on his passing. And he can pass between the lines. He can pass 30, 40 yarders. His positional sense is very good as well. And he's a captain as well. So there's so many things that ticks boxes, like, adding another leadership, a humble person as well, to the team, like, to keep people grounded, like, to keep Alisson happy as well. Alisson's a man of God. Gay is also a man of God as well. So you never know. These little relationships you start building, like, So yeah, I think he ticks a lot of boxes for how Liverpool want to move forward, defensively, and for what he brings immediately to the team and to the setup. Left back and cover for Verge, because Verge ain't going to play every game, man. Come on. He's 34.
You
As
need
good
to
as
tell Brad, we are one injury at the back to
exactly from a total shit show. Yeah, we're one injury from at the back from bringing back Reece Williams and Matt Phillips. Like, you mean Reece Williams is still at the club, isn't he? So we're one injury away from him. Like,
Reece
so
Williams,
I think Gay can be a long-term third successor. Maybe you never know.
Yeah, I think he's up there. I'm going to come into the Italian defender. Rick, I told you about 6 to 12 months ago. I know Mark as well will have known. A little snippet from my mate who I get little bits of stuff off that I tell you boys is Bastoni. Starts going out a bit more, Rick. I think he's viewed as the Verge replacement. If they can get him over the line, that'd be massive. It's the same person that mentioned to me about Wirtz. Obviously, the little Isak stuff. I think there's a good chance for it, Rick. I think he'd be a game changer. Just a player that, isn't going to take time to settle. Fucking probably one of the best defenders about, Rick, isn't he?
Yeah, he's top. The thing would be getting him out of Italy, but I mean,
I think that shit's finished now.
Yeah, potentially, because there's more money now in elsewhere than what these Italian teams can offer players. But I think he'd be
offer the pedestal like the English teams can now, Rick. Do you know what I mean?
And I think he'd be perfect for Leone's growth as well. In Italian,
that's the future Italian centre back partner.
Yeah,
little Maldini and Nesta job.
Yeah, if you could get him in learning Leone the trade, and when he comes back, I think he'd be top. Like Bastoni can play in a 3, play in a 5. I haven't seen much of him in Milan playing a 4, but someone with that quality can easily slot in and play that. He's great on the ball. He's a ball carrier from centre half. He can pass the ball. He's the dream. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he is.
But I do think he'd cost a lot of money to get out of there because they know English teams will pay a bomb for players, and these Italian teams they need cash.
Well, how much would you say, Rick?
Who, Bastoni? I think you'd be looking at more than what we paid for Van Dijk.
I think around 75 million, 70 million. Yeah,
I'd say the same. Yeah.
I think that would be worth it, Adam. Personally, I think he's the best one around. He's in that bracket of the Van Dijks for me, the Gabriel of Arsenal's and stuff like that. I think, imagine the future was Leone, Gay, and fucking Bastoni and around it. Bastoni could play left back as well, Mark. Keep saying Mark.
Do you rate him higher than Schlotterbeck?
What's that?
Do you rate Bastoni higher than Schlotterbeck?
He's going Bayern Munich a little bit.
I do. I think Bastoni's the best one, yeah.
Yeah, I think Bastoni's better, yeah.
Italians have always been top centre, defenders.
Oh, yeah, that's their trade, isn't it?
The only thing I'd say is Italians just don't do well in the Premier League.
But then, doesn't fucking Tonali fucking erase that?
Jorginho.
You might get one. Jorginho, cough.
Jorginho was top for a period of time.
He's black Brazilian.
Lads.
Doesn't know what he is.
Look, I think Tonali's settled in. He come from Milan.
Aquilani, man.
Baller he was, mate.
Nah, to be fair, that Calafiori's doing all right at Arsenal. Well.
I think he's playing brilliant for Arsenal, him lad.
Yeah.
He scored big goals as well for them.
Italians are boss. We've got a boss.
Adam, shut the fuck up. Just fucking shut up. Yeah, I'll put this one to you, Adam, before we move on. What do you guys think of Canate? I personally want players who want to play for us. Those who feel that Liverpool is just the first step to Madrid and free to go. Plays like he is, Adam. He ain't going Real. He's going to fucking Vallecano.
Yeah. I'm like that at the minute. Like, if he carries on playing, I'm not interested one bit that he goes. Not interested. And if he's playing that bad because he's down field or whatever, even worse, isn't it? So, just need to sort his head out in.
Mo, do you know, I want to come to you quickly before we go on to another player. But with regards to Canate, we did the show together on the Anfield Index, and you were really big in his praise up when we give the man of the match stuff out on the Madrid game, the review. This fella just falls in and out of form too much, no lad, doesn't he?
Oh, he's having a yo-yo season, isn't he? Like, and he's just one game. He's like, yeah, that's it. Like against Madrid, I thought he was fantastic, and then literally 4 days later, he's dog shit. So, like,
lads, you just fucking this fella just winds you up, lads, doesn't he? Remember him in fucking Gala and shit, like putting the ball out the ground and all that shit.
That's what I mean. Like, it's just so up and down the form, like so. But look, you got to ask questions. Is that because his future's uncertain? Is it because his head's been turned? Is it because he wants to stay and he's not getting? He feels undervalued. So, look, all those things could lead towards questions and why he's not performing. But at the end of the day, like again, I said earlier, you're a Liverpool player. You know, you play for that badge, and you know when he goes to play for France, he plays decent as well. So there's something probably not right. No, you know, I guess only time will tell because we don't know what happens behind the scenes. So only time will tell whether he's going to do the Trent Rat move or whether he's going to stay. Yeah.
A player I want to come to, Rick, before we wrap up. And also, no fucking Chiesa slander in here, lads. Well, fucking Rick gives him shit as well.
I'd let Adam go on Chiesa first before me. Go on, Adam. Lad.
Let's go back to Nicky's comment. What'd you say? Sorry. Go back to it. More Italians and bring back Balotelli and Barini.
Fucking hell.
He's still got Barini. He's still in the team. He's still there. He's still there.
You two gobshites, right? You ain't fucking coming on here.
Oh, look at me. I can run around for 90 minutes. Fuck off.
Doesn't he play for Salford now?
Yeah.
That's where Chiesa would be in 2 years.
He's with Liverpool still as well.
Fuck. Adam, listen, lad, I'm going to pull you off the screen in a minute. That's like a day off you. Rick, the centre midfield topic has, you know, it's caused a bit of debate online. I think the two names people keep going to is Elliot Anderson and Wharton. I do think Liverpool will be interested in both. I think it's hard to determine which one more so. I think, though, in order for Liverpool to bring a player like that in, I think one has to go with probably a lot more so maybe Maka if the form carries on. Which one would you prefer?
Good question.
It's going to say none.
Yeah, I was going to say neither, to be honest, but if I'm having to pick one out of the two...
What's wrong with you two here?
You
know.
Sell Graven... Who's selling Gravenberg? Come on, let's be honest here. That's ridiculous.
Trust it to be fucking miserable.
If I'm taking one, it'll be Elliot Anderson over Wharton.
I agree.
What reason for?
I think he's top. I think Newcastle... listen, they got done over. No, I don't even think they dropped the ball. I think they got mugged off harsh. Like, they had to get rid of him. And they got some goalkeeper in return for him who's never kicked the ball his life for Newcastle. But there's talk of 100 mil for Elliot Anderson at Nottingham Forest. So
I think that's just the new 50 million. Just landed upon.
But I think he's better than Adam Wharton. And I think Tuchel got his spot on the other day. He sees Elliot Anderson as the future of England's midfield. He's just got... I want to say he's nowhere near the level before I say this, right? He's got Gerrard traits of the way he runs with the ball, the way he runs around in the game, dictates play, Anderson. He's just... He, for me, he's top.
See,
defending Gravenberch is Liverpool's best midfielder on his day. You take Gravenberch out of the team.
Mark's got a mate now. You know what I mean? I think, I think both of them have got top talents. Yeah. Problem with Wharton, Adam, his availability is a concern, isn't it?
I was just about to say, I'm concerned about his fitness. He seems to be...
That's all. Perfect for Liverpool, and we like a little crab.
Anderson seems more durable, doesn't he?
Do you know what I thought? Well, on the ball, looks great, I think, Wharton and that, but I worry about his pace and that. I don't want another Maka who can't fucking run on the ball.
I think Liverpool needs someone who can...
The point is,
danger.
A bit more tenacious and all that. I think Anderson's got a bit more of that in him. And he obviously passed the ball fucking forward quite a lot. You've seen them stats.
I think, which one would you, so who would you go for then?
Barnby Anderson, yeah. I'll be saying Anderson. If we had a choice.
Mo, what would your decision be in the centre midfield? I think there's a few players I think Liverpool should be looking at and probably will be looking at. I think Camavinga will be one. I think there's a bit of unknown at Real Madrid with what the manager's doing over there.
Oh, I'd love Camavinga. I'd love him.
But for me, would be the ideal. If you could move Maka out, he'd be the one to come in for me.
Definitely, because he can play multiple positions as well. Yeah. I think we need that kind of, like I said, we need a lighthouse. We need a Fabinho. We haven't had a Fabinho type style player.
Millie.
Millie's on the undercard of the Jake Paul fucking fight.
Well, to be fair, Rayan needs to give his head a wobble tonight, or maybe go out and get some fresh air. Like he's been on one, like But yeah, Camavinga. I don't think he's more injury prone.
No,
I disagree with that. I think he's, but like if you had a choice of all three of them, I'd probably also side towards Elliot Anderson because he's more durable and he's more.
Would you say though it's a bit too early to judge Elliot Anderson if he's this fucking?
I think it's too early to judge both of them, to be honest. Yeah. Wharton and Anderson, I think they need a whole the whole season,
To be fair, they both had just 2 seasons.
That's what I mean. Like, I think they need another season under their belt to really, see who's durable, who's.
Well, we're really going to see what Elliot Anderson's like coming up on the weekend, aren't we, on Saturday?
Well, it's a great, scouting mission on Saturday.
Do a little interview for him.
Yeah, but
Oh, fucking hell, man. We'll explain what that meant on here one day, lads. But do you know what? Just before we go, right there's a few Elliot Andersons as well. Yeah, Rayan adores Alisson, Virgil, Robbo, Szoboszlai, Curtis, Graf, even though he's pissed them off. Salah, Isak, I also defend Gakpo a little bit as well. Oh, that's good to know. He's got it. It's one of them.
It's good to know his Google works.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what? He'd be a player I'd bring in straight away if I had the opportunity. I think he's one of the best players in the league. Fucking serious player.
He's homesick when he wants to go back to Italy, isn't he?
Lads, he can sit in Liverpool for a bit.
He can sit next to Chiesa if he wants.
Yeah. Chiesa can just cook his tea in that.
Go send him down to all bar one. So that's Italian.
He is. For me, I think he's going to have City looking at him. To be fair, right then, just before we wrap it up, Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. What happens? Lads, I'm following what people are saying in that chat. Well, what happens with?
Listen, if Anthony Joshua don't knock him out in a round, it's a fix.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a joke for boxing if he doesn't.
Unless he gets paid more per round goes on, Joshua.
I'm convinced we live in an ulterior world right now where Liverpool are and a YouTuber is fighting in a heavyweight boxer. Like, what are we doing here? You mean?
Jake Paul on point. Fucking hell, I hope Marty's in the chat because his fucking head will fall off. He'll be AJ Club over the fucking wall like this.
That'd be the most embarrassing thing if AJ gets chinned by this.
Lads, I would laugh my head off if that happened.
But apart, do you know what? The sick thing is, a part of me wants to see that. Like,
I know,
but
AJ defends like Salah.
But it's so bad to boxing. You can't let it happen to boxing. Like. But part of me wants him to see get changed like spaghetti legs, propeller legs. Hey.
You'll have fucking Logan calling Joshua out next. Fucking boxing's fucking finished. But look, we'll wrap it up. If you just joined us, make sure you smash the like and subscribe. We've got Lewis Steele on tomorrow morning around 11ish. I'm just waiting for him to confirm, but he has said he would do it. So yeah, I think we've covered all bases. Rick, what have we got on this week? Apart from, I don't want any slander towards Chiesa. Adam, you leave Isak alone, lads. I'll fucking do you in.
me and Adam are doing a Chiesa show on Thursday.
Yeah, Isak's on my list. Off my list.
So what have we got on this week? We're going to do the preview and that, aren't we? Friday.
Me and Adam are doing a Chiesa show at some stage this week.
Yeah. Fucking hell, this fucking channel. Right. Ryan's ending the show with Arne Slotty. He'll turn it around.
Hello, lads.
I hope he turns around the box out. That's what I hope.
But look, make sure you smash a like, subscribe. If you want to become a member, please do so. But we will be back tomorrow with Lewis Steele. If you've got any questions, let us know either on this one. Millie will be with us tomorrow. Fire the questions in for Lewis, what you want to know. I want to know where he heard that list from.
Go on,
Lewis is the top lad. We'll have a good chat with him tomorrow, and we will see you then. Up the fucking Reds.